The equation y equals 40x describes how far from home Deanna is as she drives from Dallas to Miami. Let x represent the number of hours and y represent the number of miles. Excuse me. How far from home is Deanna in 12 hours? So it says, let x represent the number of hours, y represent the number of miles. How far? I'm looking for y. She is 12 hours. That's x. So all I have to do is take y equals 40 times 12. So y is equal to 480 miles. Now, if you just gave me this, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to say y equals because it's talking about a specific distance. Your label there is miles. On B, we're going to go ahead and do both of those together. It says to get a piece of graph paper and label it. 8B, graph the equation. Is it linear? So the equation on your graph paper, really, you could have labeled it like this. Like these are your axes, right? It could continue on. But really, we only care about positive values because you can only have positive time. Okay, so if we had hours, so we have 2. Oh, man. Let's go back to a pen here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we have, excuse me, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. All right. 200. We're not going to have enough to do the whole thing with my space here, but you could have changed your scale, or I could change my scale so it's counting by 40s since that's what I'm using here. So if I said this was 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400, 440. So I'm really close that way. Okay. So at 0, she hasn't gone anywhere. She's still sitting at home. Okay. After 2 hours, because this was, remember, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So after 2 hours, she's traveled 80 miles. After 4 hours, she's traveled 160 miles. After 6 hours, she's traveled 240 miles. So if your scale was the same, okay, a consistent scale, there's no way you should get this one wrong because it is linear. Okay, for it to be linear, they're asking, is it a straight line? And it is. Okay. Whoops.